Table 1, 1号台 Chen representing China. Yingsha representing China.
Well, that's the world number one, one of the finest that we've seen. And she goes up, well, next, talking specifically about Yingsha, especially called by her fans lovingly as Sasha. Now, let's not forget that it's been such a, ride for her, such a journey in the world of world table tennis. And you did hear that the moment she got onto, into the arena, just the cry from the crowd, and really, really very interesting. So head-to-head, Yingsha leads 2-1 over Chen, world ranking of 1 for Yingsha. Chen ranked 8th, career success rate 89% win-loss for Yingsha, and 82% for Chen. Now let's not forget that these two have played each other very often. They also spar with each other. They're two very different styles to play. Having said that, it's going to be interesting to see, well, how this really pans out. So we will get into the nitty-gritties as well as, run you through all the bits and bobs.
We have blue and red.
Toss.
Red. Which side?
So interesting here to see how well this is going to pan out. Yingsha, of course, as we do know, does have a near perfect game, but Chen, 21 years old, world ranking of 8. She's a right-handed player. It's been very interesting the way that she's, and here's how she got here. Defeated Hina Hayata 3-1, Tanzao Yun 3 love, Honoka Hashimoto, well, 3-1. She's had a very, very interesting one. She well fell to Honoka Hashimoto 3-1, but it's an interesting one to be, kind of see how she's going to progress. Hashimoto, of course, was up against Jimmy Lin earlier in the day. Yingsha, 25 years old, world number 1, a right-handed shake-hand grip. Near perfect player in every sense in terms of a shot selection. And she faced Kim Ne-young, Tensaza, Manika Batra, and Ye Tian, and she won all those 4 games. So while Chen did drop a game to Japan's Honoka Hashimoto, well, it's been a very, very clean slate for Yingsha. Possesses speed, possesses a good amount of, creative shots to dig from. Daniel Delaniana is our main umpire, and he's from the Philippines. Assisting him is Pei Wei Min, who is the assistant umpire, and he comes from China. So, I mean, he is from China. The tournament's been played here. So 2 different playing styles, that we are going to talk about as well as we get through it.
Chen versus Yingsha. First game. Chen to serve, love all.
first game, and Chen Yi will serve. Chen Yingsha, of course, the reigning Olympic gold medalist in mixed doubles, world number 1 in women's singles.
Love one.
With this open point there, quick flick of the backhand to get it started.
Love.
It's just forcing those errors here from her opponent very early on. There's not too much of a age gap between these two if you think about it. Chen Yingsha is 25, and well, Chen Yi is 21. They're both top 10 players. Chen Yingsha, of course, at number 1, Chen Yi at number 8.
Two, one.
And Chen Yi just trying to return that favor. Well, when they played in 2015 in the Ittf Junior Circuit, Golden China Junior Cadet Open in Taichung, it was Chen Yingsha that won real love, but in the United States Smash 2025, it was Chen Yi that dominated and won 3-1.
Two, all.
Nice flick there from Chen Yi this time. So just restores her point score on the scorecard. So Chen Yingsha, of course, did get her own back when she came back, of course, with a win in the 2025 Europe Smash Sweden semi-final.
3-2.
And she won that 4-1. So in 2025, it was 1 game apiece to these ladies. Let's find out what happens today. Big stakes here.
3-all.
The Chen Yi just dragging that away from the table. 2-all currently. It's a very, very interesting equation when you think about it, that these two have faced each other. They do have a very similar, well, I wouldn't say mindset, but shot selection sometimes is almost similar. You're looking at a different Chen Yi playing here than the one who played against the Choppers in the past.
Let 3-all.
480, with 429 wins for Chen Yingsha, 334 to 406 for Chen Yi.
4-3.
Which is why she's got an 82% win-loss record as compared to Chen Yingsha's 89%.
Four all.
And a very different approach. Chen Yingsha, well, a little, power-packed bundle. Chen Yi, a little taller, lankier. The approach does differ.
4-5.
Wanted to finish that off soon, and I think both paddlers really aiming to, win on that return of serve rather than extend it into a rally. Well, so far it's been real short strokes for us.
Let 4-5.
I do feel neither has really opened up.
Seven, 4.
7-4, so Yingsha leads.
4-8.
The 4-8 now. Coming shot. Kept named the Little Devil for aggressive style. Joined the national team in 2017, multi-time world champion. Long reigning world #1, known for her incredible speed and consistency. She's an extremely focused player.
Well,
you want to bring the moves on. You want to try and do that best without making a mistake. And I think Chen just faltering a little bit here. And Yingsha now 2 points away from game point. And that's a dangerous position to keep the world #1 at. I do remember 2024, she did have a statement that said she wanted to become a big devil.
10-4.
And she definitely meant by that to be the most, fastest and aggressive player.
That's
well, clean sweep for her in the first game. Yingsha takes it 11-4. Let's not forget, well, there's so much to talk about this young lady and her exploits and what she's brought to the world of table tennis. But not making any mistakes here. Well, kept her serve together, and it wanted to finish that off quickly on that return. Third stroke finish, and first game, of course, in favor of Yingsha as she wins it 11-4. Stay with us.
Time.
On to the second game.
Second game.
Just to look at these two players.
Serve to serve.
We've got to do that for the game.
Love all.
Yingsha, born in 2000, came from a very humble family. The folks worked with the civil service. She's a native of Shijiazhuang, Hebei.
One love.
That's opening points here for Yingsha. Mother used to take her to, well, play table tennis when she was 5 to the center, hoping that she would get a bit of exercise. Unexpectedly, she fell in love with table tennis. Good for us.
Love
But that's
two.
a fine way to go. It's just increasing the acceleration whenever she can, and Chen just caught by surprise. Apparently, back in the day, Yingsha would go play table tennis, play against the lads, go home, and even practice against the wall. She didn't have to be motivated. She already had it in her. Chen to serve with love 2.
Love 3.
That's going to be another point in the bag here for the world #1. Apparently, at the center, before she turned 10, there was no one who could actually beat her. She'd got that far ahead, and by the age of 10 she was selected for the Hebei provincial team. Started her career as a professional athlete.
4 love.
That's put out of the table. Apparently away from the arena, a very simple goal. She's fairly reserved, has her own close friends, and very grounded, very humble, doesn't let anything get ahead of her. It used to be called Old Sun because of her maturity. Old Sun, sorry. At the age of 10.
4-1.
And Chen Yi will puts the first points on the board for herself in that, in the second game. And for all those that have ever wondered who is her table tennis idol, it's, well, Zhang Yining, the iconic player, paddler. Well, Chen Yi does well to win this rally. Good change of direction. Lovely footwork from both paddlers here. Absolutely marvelous play. So it's 2-4 now.
Three, 4.
And I think Chen Yi just now opening up a little bit. Started off on the back foot in this second game. But I do like her playing style. She's got excellent temperament. She's not intimidated by, well, ranking or anything. She'll just play.
Four all.
They wanted to finish that. Dragging that away from the surface. Also entirely in control of that return, but it's 4-all.
Five, 4.
Not too impressed with the return here, Yingsha. Good serve from, Chen Yi. It's a good serve from Yingsha. To remember in Macau 2024 when she won the World Championships, and well, Ma Long won the championships that year, and you know, when they were given their trophies, and well, just like the girl next door, she removed her phone and took a selfie of the two of them together holding their trophies.
4-6.
Oh, excellent play now picking up the speed. But this is what both these paddlers are known for. They can, of course, have those really quick fire returns. Lovely backhand there. Just a tad bit more of acceleration on that, generating a bit more spin. I think Chen Yi acknowledging that she failed to read that one, but also the brilliance of the return.
Net 4-6.
Nice finish.
7.
Didn't waste too long with that. Knew which way she was going to go, and that's one of the reasons why she is such a star player. She's got pinpoint accuracy. Knows exactly where she wants to put the ball every time she needs to come up with a winner. This time
7-5.
Chen Yi will hold her own. So it's 7-5. Well, this second game in the quarterfinals building up to be quite an interesting one. Chen Yi, on the other hand, we haven't spoken about her. Born in 2004, trained at the China Table Tennis College since 2013. Career best top 10 world ranking in 2025 and a silver medal at the WTT USA Grand Smash. That included beating champion Yingsha in 2025.
Six,
Well played
7.
here. Absolutely well played. Controlled that rally, actually, Chen Yi. In 2019, she had a full house, 5 titles at the Italian Junior and Cadet Open. She's a Hangzhou native.
6-8.
Well, 8-6. Don't forget that Chen Yi's, well, ticket to the top 10 world rankings was after she defeated top-ranked Yingsha for the US Smash. The Yingsha was really her ticket to that top 10 ranking. And it's interesting to see the two of them battle it out here today. Chen Yi serves at 6-8.
7-8.
Yingsha was just trying to, well, end the conversation rather quickly. And I do believe Chen Yi is taking the benefit of that. Let's talk about quick fire returns. 9-7 now for Yingsha, 2 points away from game point. Much better from Chen Yi in this second game, though. Just kind of tried and match the world number one. Well, pretty much move for move. And 10-7 game point again. If you look back at the previous time that Chen Yi did win her match against Yingsha in 2025, it was well a 9-11, 11-7, 5-11, 9-11 score. It was a 4-game decider, but in the Europe Smash it was a 5-game decider, which Yingsha won for 1.
8-10.
So Chen Yi fighting back.
The 9-10,
looking to push that to deuce right here. The world number 8. It's certainly looking like a battle here. What started off as a dominating bit of play from Yingsha, and now Chen Yi just fighting back as best as she can.
11-9, game 2, soon.
11-9, and Yingsha, puts an end to this conversation in the second game as she leads 2 games to 1. It is 11-4, 11-9. Well, stay with us as we continue with the first quarterfinal here on Table 1.
Time. Third game, Chen to serve, Lavol.
So on to the, third game now, and this is one where Chen Yi has got to fight back. He will serve.
Let love all. One
Well, net, of
love.
course, just proving to be a bit of an obstacle. Have to read that bounce most often, unless it just kind of tips or skims the top of the net. So, opening points here for Chen Yi. So well played.
1-all.
She pretty much read that very well here, Yingsha, making sure that she got the direction right. And that change was so important, just putting it out of reach for her opponent once again. 1-all now.
2-1.
2-1.
One, three.
So 1-3. I do believe that Yingsha will try and dominate this. She would not want to let this game get out of hand. She's very keen on finishing what she started.
Two, three.
Well, misguided that one for Yingsha. I think just a tad bit impulsive. Was trying to get it within, well, the line on the table. Well, mistakes will happen with everybody. It's nothing new. So 2-3. Nice return there. Lovely backhand flick once again. 1-2. Well, force an error from her opponent. And just watch that. A very, very commanding shot. Knew what she was going to do. And that's what happens with top 10 players. You aren't just playing against the skill, but you're also playing against the mindset and the speed of thought of that particular paddler.
Four, three.
Not impressed with herself there, but it's going to be an interesting one here. I think Yingsha just was kind of amused yet disappointed with her own well play. It does express it sometimes.
Four,
So
all.
that's another point in the bag for Chen Yi as she goes up to, well, 4. It's now 4-all. So much closer the contest in the second and, well, now in the third game as well. And I think that is what is so required.
Four, five.
This time, Yingsha will claim the point.
Five, all. 6-5.
The 6-5. It's really turning out to be a close battle here. Both paddlers really looking to exploit, well, whatever weak loopholes that they can spot with the other.
Six all.
And that is an excellent, an excellent bit of play here from Chen. Well, just put it a tad bit too far for Yingsha. Just out of reach, and I think that was the plan. So it's 6-all as Chen serves.
Seven, 6.
And can't bring on all the speed when she needs to. She leads 7-6. What a year it was for her, 2019. When you look back, the breakthrough into the world of table tennis, winning the junior girls singles, cadets girls singles, junior girls team, cadet girls team, and junior girls doubles at the ITTF Italian Junior and Cadet Open. 5 titles. Excellent
6-8.
ability to return back, go toe-to-toe with some of the finest. Don't forget, she's still only 21. And currently it's, well, 6-8, Yingsha to serve.
Six,
Well,
9.
just generating a little bit of side spin to begin with. Chen. I knew she was going to, well, use that rather than go for a quick power finish. Now leads by 3 points.
Ten, 6.
And that's game point for the first time in this knockout for, well, Chen. And if you're thinking that this is, well, just another speedy rally, well, that's the way these, well, two paddlers normally would have been sparring with each other during training sessions.
11-6.
Especially when you have team events. But Chen will take the third game. 11-6. It's not over yet, as well, Yingsha leads 2-1, but Chen fighting back. Well, we want to see a contest in front of us, and that's exactly what we're being treated to today. And if you wonder, you know, where our Yingsha, well, leads 11-4, 11-9, 6-11, with Chen winning the third game. And, well, both paddlers are from China, so you aren't going to see any coach around there. It's every, well, paddler for themselves. And that's going to happen with the men's as well. And that's the interesting part. You're left to your own, well, judgment, your own decision-making, especially when you're facing a teammate. Stay with us.
Time. Fourth game, Sun to serve, Laval.
It's over to the fourth game now, and just to keep you in the loop, remember, well, the quarterfinals are being played today in the morning session. Tomorrow it'll be the semi-finals, and then the third and fourth place games, followed by the finals in the evening.
One love.
The positive start here for the world number one, and also the defending champion. No, sorry, not the defending champion is Wang Man Yu. She was a silver medalist, so Yingsha last year.
One love.
She'll be very eager to claim the title, well, this year.
Love two.
Decent serve there from Yingsha. So love two this time as Chen will look to open her account in this game.
Love three.
That is a good bit of acceleration in that finish. Just opened up in the racket. You can see that body movement in there. Well played. World number one is changing her gear, well, in this anti-gameplay, of course, in this fourth game.
Five love.
5 straight points here to Yingsha. And, well, you can't take a timeout, but normally timeouts like this, you spend time with yourself to rethink your strategy.
Love six.
Let's make that 6 points. Yingsha just we're trying to, well, keep this game pretty much as a one-sided affair. But don't forget, she's up against an opponent that she has, well, fallen to previously. It's love 6 as Chen serves.
One
Nicely
six.
done to open her account on the scoreboard here. It's 1-6 now. And that's so required in an event like this.
7-1.
So 7-1. It's one of those, well, results, or one of those events that we're so used to every time. When Yingsha loses a game, she always comes back a lot stronger. She always tends to shift gear and change lanes.
8-1.
That service, absolutely marvelous service here from the world number one. It's now 8-1. The last year silver medalist, Yingsha. She's got her eyes on the goal this time. There's no doubt about it.
Nine.
Was ready for the serve that return. Well, serve and finish rather than serve and volley. I think Yingsha leads by 8 points. Chen to serve.
1-10.
And I don't think it's going too well for the world number 8. 110 now at match point, or game point, sorry.
Ten two.
So 10-2.
Ten three.
And I do like the way Chen is fighting back. No mistakes here from her this time around.
Four 10.
4-10. So a few straight points here for the 21-year-old. Needed to finish that off soon, and that's exactly what she did. Well, just a quick flick to end things here in this game. It was proving to be a bit of a tough, well, a start to begin with.
Into representing Chinese
This is how it all panned out. Well, that quick fire return, just, well, doing it a couple of times. She's done it before. And she's won on that very same return. So as it stands currently, it's 3-1. Remember, we're playing a best of 7, so 11-4, 11-9 to begin with, and then of course you've got, well, Chen Yi, who won the third game, Yingsha claiming the next run, which means after 4 games, it's going to be interesting to see how the last game pans out. Well, I say last game, how the 5th game pans out. Will Chen Yi get back into it, or will Yingsha claim the next game? We'll wait for us to find out.
Fifth game. Chen to serve. Love all.
On to the 5th game, and let's find out how Chen Yi, well, battles this out. Started honing her skills way back in 2010. She's come a long way in the last 16 years.
Love 1.
And just, well, bit of a stumble there in the first, well, few points.
One all.
The 1-all. I do remember when Chen Yi was playing Hanoka Hashimoto, and one of the things that did bother her a lot was that constant chopping. She's a, well, one of those, well, paddlers who does rely on, well, patient play, but more so with speed. And thrives on rallies like this, pretty much like her opponent. It's now 1-2. Well played here. Well, did have to create a good bit of distance from the table to control that.
3-1.
And although she seems fairly taller, she's very, very agile. Chen. She does like quick fire returns, and just like Yingsha, does possess a very strong all-round game. Does not, rely on explosive play, and that's the real important part.
4-1.
Well, knew she was going to do that well, so she leads 4-1. Well played here. The 21-year-old now beginning to dig deep. But she knows she's got to come up with whatever she's got in her arsenal to, create opportunities.
1-5.
That would be the right way to go. It's now 1-5. Yingsha also going through the motions. Remember, she's a paddler that does know her opponent's strength.
Two, 5.
Well, a good bit of a change here from Yingsha. Don't forget that these paddlers are playing their second game of the day. They played the morning session and they're back here in the evening. It's not going to be that easy. It's the same for the semi-finals and the finals, or third and fourth place games. So that's perfection at its best. Yingsha totally controlling that. If you looked at the footwork, did not move too much from the center. Well, pretty much knew which way she was going to go. And then that last jab right towards the end, flicked it. And a backhand sometimes can be so very strong. Just got that rapid fire backhand. And then can change it to those execution style forehand shots.
5-4.
5-4. Chen will have to probably, just do a little bit of take a step back.
I'm out.
Figure out that he was going so well there in the first few points of this game. And a timeout being taken by Chen. Stay with us as Chen, of course, does introspect and gather her thoughts. She will have a game plan in mind when she comes back, because she's just lost a whole lot of points at a stretch, and that's the reason why she would want to change that around.
Time.
So you need to put your thinking cap on at the right time. And those timeouts will stand just as always, but keep in mind the fact that there's no coaches around to consult.
Four, 6.
And Chen, I think that timeout's done well for her.
5-6.
Yingsha stepping back in here. Now 5-6.
Six all.
But she does want to create those opportunities to get a finishing move every now and then. That's exactly what she was intending here. Chen almost being able to return that. Just falling shy of it.
Let 6 all. Six, 7.
The 6-7 here. Yingsha, of course, knows that she's got to pull out the best from her, well, bag of skill. Because Chen is fighting back.
8-6.
The 8-6 now.
Nine, 6.
Let's make that 9-6. Remember, whoever wins 4 games first in the quarterfinals, well, will move to the penultimate stage, which is the last 4.
Six, 10.
And that's straight out of the table. Match point here for Yingsha. Chen to serve and to, well, save, well, this game and stay in the contest.
Eleven, 6.
And
Game
that's
and
pretty
match
much
to
unadjusted.
Yingsha.
Well,
4-1.
advances to the semi-finals. She's been here before, but remember last year she missed out in the goal to Wang Manyu. But she's staying on course to change that around in 2026. What an event this was.